All right, you guys have been asking for this one, and today we're finally doing it. This is a true clash of titans from completely different worlds. We're talking about an ancient, all-powerful demon swordsman going up against a modern sorcerer who is, for all intents and purposes, basically a god.
So let's just jump right in. In one corner, you've got the absolute peak of demonic power from Demon Slayer, and in the other, the guy who sits at the very top of the entire Jujutsu world. So if these two actually threw down, who would walk away? Let's meet our fighters.
Representing the demons, we have Kokushibo, Upper Moon 1, the highest-ranking demon there is. And his opponent? Gojo Satoru, known by literally everyone as the strongest sorcerer alive. Make no mistake, both of these guys are at the absolute pinnacle of their own power systems.
Okay, so to figure out who wins, we've got to do the tale of the tape. We need to break down what each of them is bringing to this fight. We're going to look at their powers, their skills, and most importantly, the core abilities that make them so incredibly dangerous.
First up, Kokushibo, and this guy is an absolute monster when it comes to physical combat. His moon-breathing technique lets him unleash this insane storm of crescent-shaped sword slashes that just cover a huge area. He's ridiculously fast, he's got over 300 years of fighting experience, and his demon regeneration means he can heal from pretty much anything in a split second. But here's the key thing to remember. His entire game plan is built around hitting you with overwhelming physical attacks.
And now, Gojo. I mean, just look at this list of abilities. It's just ridiculous. His 6 eyes give him perfect energy control, so the guy basically never gets tired. He can pull things together with blue, blast them apart with red, and then smash those two together to create hollow purple, which literally erases anything it touches from existence. Oh, and his domain, Unlimited Void, is basically a mental checkmate. But there is one ability on this list that changes everything about this fight.
And that ability is called Infinity. It is the most simple and yet the most broken defense you can imagine. Just picture this. You try to punch Gojo, but as your fist gets closer, the space between your hand and his face infinitely divides. You keep moving forward, but you never actually arrive. You're slowed down to a dead stop before you can ever make contact. It is an invisible, absolute wall against any physical threat. Period.
Okay, so the bell rings for round 1. You've got Kokushibo's unstoppable offense, this relentless storm of demonic sword attacks, smashing up against Gojo's immovable defense. How does this actually play out?
Just like you'd expect, Kokushibo goes on the offensive immediately. He just blitzes, unleashing his moon breathing. The air is suddenly filled with hundreds, maybe even thousands of these razor-sharp crescent blades, all screaming towards Gojo at unbelievable speeds. An attack like this would tear literally anyone else to shreds. And then, nothing. Absolutely nothing happens. Every single one of those slashes, every blade of demonic power, just stops. They just hang there, frozen in the air just inches away from Gojo's body, completely unable to finish the last part of their journey. That right there is the absolute power of Infinity.
And you know, it becomes obvious almost instantly. Kokushibo, this master swordsman with centuries of combat experience under his belt, cannot touch him. All of his speed, all of his power, all his breathing techniques, it's all completely useless. His entire offensive arsenal is just nullified.
So, with Kokushibo's offense totally shut down, the ball is now in Gojo's court. We know his defense is perfect, so how does he actually win this thing? Well, this is where the fight stops being a physical battle and becomes something else entirely.
Gojo's path to victory is just brutally simple. I mean, step 1 is already done, right? Infinity has defense covered. For step 2, he can use blue to pull Kokushibo right where he wants him or use red to blast him away. So he's in total control of the battlefield. And for the final step, well, he's got a one-shot kill move. And that move is hollow purple. You have to understand, this isn't an attack that cuts you or hits you with force. It is an erasure of space itself. Anything it touches just gets deleted from existence. And that's why Kokushibo's famous regeneration doesn't matter at all. I mean, there's nothing to heal from if you've been wiped clean from reality.
But let's just say, for the sake of argument, that Gojo wanted to have a little fun with it. Does he have another way to guarantee a win? Oh, absolutely. See, he doesn't even need to win the physical fight. He can just win the battle of the mind instead.
This is Gojo's ultimate trump card. It's his domain expansion, called Unlimited Void. When he unleashes this, he traps his opponent inside a separate dimension, basically the inner world of his own cursed technique. So what's it like inside this domain? Well, the target's mind is instantly flooded with an infinite amount of raw information. Imagine seeing everything, hearing everything, feeling everything, all at once, forever. The brain just can't handle it. It overloads and completely shuts down, leading to total paralysis. And the result? Kokushibo, despite all his demonic power and his centuries of willpower, would be frozen solid. His mind would be shattered, leaving his body totally catatonic and completely defenseless. And from there, Gojo could just casually stroll over and finish the job any way he wanted.
So, after looking at all the angles, the verdict here is pretty much unavoidable. Gojo Satoru wins this fight 10 times out of 10. And it's not even just a win, it's a complete and total shutdown.
The reason it's such a landslide comes down to a fundamental mismatch. Kokushibo is a master of a physical system. He cuts things, he moves fast, he regenerates. But Gojo operates on a whole different conceptual level. His infinity isn't just a strong wall. It's the concept of space itself working for him. His attacks don't just damage, they erase. It's a hard counter at the most basic level imaginable.
And this whole breakdown brings us to a really fascinating final thought. Kokushibo, one of the most powerful and feared beings in his entire universe, had literally zero chance here. It really makes you wonder, what does it even take to beat an ability like Infinity? Is it even possible to get past a defense that is, by its very definition, absolute? Now that is something to think about.